ब्रैम्पटन ईस्ट तो कंजरवेटिव पार्टी के उम्मीदवार हरदीप गरेवाल के दफ्तर की ओपनिंग करन दी प्रीमियर डग फोर्ड पहुंचे, जिथे उन्होंने गरेवाल और कंजरवेटिव पार्टी के हथ मजबूत करन दा सद्दा भी दिता, जिन्हें ब्रैम्पटन के हैल्थ केयर सुधारां और इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर मजबूती लई चुके गए कदमां दा जिक्र भी किया। इस तो इलावा उन्होंने प्रभमीत सरकारिया और अमरजीत संधू की भी शलाघा की। इस मौके फोर्ड वालों ब्रैम्पटन के लोगों नाल अपने और मरहूम रोब फोर्ड के रिश्तियां का जिक्र भी किया गया, जिन्हें दावा किया कि ओंटारियो की तरक्की लिए लगातार काम करते रहेंगे।
Each and every one of you, I wouldn't even be standing here. Neither would our whole team. Amberjot, you're doing an incredible job, and Prab. You know what I love about Prab? I love about Prab. He's the guy that controls all the money in the province, and I love guys that control the money in the province. He's doing a great job down at the Treasury. Graham, you can tell he's an all-star and a real hard worker. And again, you're amazing. Your family is. I've known your family for years, and we're very grateful for all the support. But folks, they nailed it. Each one of them said it exactly the way it is. You know, and Ardeep, you just finished saying, you know, if you want studies after study, and committee after committee, and meeting after meeting, that's the other guys. They never got anything done for the people of Brampton. We get it done. We're making sure that hospital is getting built, the cancer center is getting built. And wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it be great, a young person right there in front of me that goes and lives in Brampton and then gets educated at the medical center and then working at the hospital? That's about what we need to do right across the province. We're putting $40 billion into healthcare and hospitals because they were ignored for years. We're building one of the largest transit projects in North America, over $30 billion, getting people from point A to point B. And of course, one of my favorite is the 413, making sure we get people home and get goods into market a lot faster than being on gridlock traffic. You know, we travel around this area and it's bumper to bumper. So we're going to continue building the 413, the Bradford bypass. One of my favorites, and I learned this off my brother Rob, which loved this community.
So thank you for coming today. I greatly appreciate it. I'm humbled to see so many people here today to support me and the progressive conservative movement here in Brampton East. I'd like to welcome our distinguished guests, community leaders, and our families and volunteers that are here with us today. Especially Prabmeet Sarkaria, Amarjot Sandhu, Graham McGregor, our candidate in Brampton North, and of course our Premier of Ontario, Premier Doug Ford. Can I get a round of applause for the Premier, please? Most importantly, I'd like to thank our hardworking volunteers. Over the last couple months, we've worked hard. We've knocked doors in Brampton East. We've been able to meet with you and the residents of Brampton. So for the guys and girls that have been door knocking with us, that have been volunteering with us, that have been working hard, tirelessly over the last couple months, I truly appreciate you. Thank you. And I hope that we can keep this momentum going together. Today marks the official opening of our campaign office for the upcoming provincial election. But it also marks a new beginning for Brampton East.
The last 15 years before our government was elected, you know, take it back another 20, 30 years. There has been no government, there's been no premier like Premier Ford who has delivered for the people of Brampton. For so long, you know, the previous Liberal government shut down our second hospital. They closed it. They refused to build Highway 413. Even though we're one of the fastest growing areas in all of the province. They refuse to build long-term care homes in our city. They refuse to put the investments that were needed to keep up with the pace of growth. Under the leadership of Premier Ford, in 4 years, we have delivered more than what the previous Liberal government delivered in a total of 15 years. And with that, we need to continue to have strong advocates under the leadership of Premier Ford at Queen's Park.
Good friend, my brother Hardip Garewal, to be next MPP for Brampton East. Please give him a big round of applause to Hardip. I cannot think of a better candidate than Hardip for Brampton East. Hardip is very close to making a history so that he can make a remarkable difference in the lives of so many young people in Brampton East. And that's precisely the reason why we are here today. We are here for our youth. because they're counting on the progressive Conservatives to give them every opportunity to succeed. Dear friends, as you all know that Brampton was neglected for far too long under the previous governments. We haven't seen any investment in the last 15 years in Brampton. Under the leadership of Premier Ford, Brampton has always remained a center of attention for the Premier. And that is why we have seen so much investment in Brampton, whether it's a second hospital, a new medical school, Highway 413, LRT, two-way all-day go, a police station, and most importantly, we have a lot of seniors here today. We got the long-term care home on the name of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. The community was demanding since 1990. And who delivered that? Premier Doug Ford delivered that.
Hanji, hello, मैं तो आदा Brampton North तो PC party the उम्मीदवार Graham McGregor. I'm running in Brampton North. My brother Hardeep Grewal is running in Brampton East. We're here to support the launch of his campaign. When it comes to people in Brampton, we're tired of waiting. We're tired of waiting on the 410 and bumper-to-bumper traffic. We're tired of waiting at the hospital for a healthcare professional to come help us out. And we're tired of waiting for politicians to do something about it. If you want to get it done on June 2nd, say yes to Hardeep Grewal. Vote for the Ontario PC party. Let's get another 4 years of Premier Doug Ford.